Hey guys, it's Xterminator, and I'm going to be bringing you a short little Starcraft 2 replay here. I played this game earlier today, and I picked it for a couple reasons. First of all, it's pretty interesting and shows, well, a couple things I'll point out a little later on. And I needed something short because I'm actually like totally burnt out, and yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep like right after this, so I didn't want like a 40-minute game. But yeah, so it's gonna be me against this Terran OldRj, and we are on Chikura's Plateau. Again, a Zerg vs Terran. So I'm going the same build I've pointed out several times, the 14-14. And let's see, so I'm making drones here. He goes for his barracks when he has 10 SCVs. I don't know, that seems probably about right. I don't know, I don't play Terran, so don't quote me on that. 8 PM, nothing too exciting. Mine's a little higher, but that doesn't really prove too much. I was just doing more at the moment. And yeah, so I go ahead and throw down my gas here and then my pool, and in a second here here we go, I send 3 drones to gas, and he's building 2 barracks here, so he's gonna do some pressure. Then he goes and scouts up this way. These things are pretty cool, these little flying things. And I send my overlord this way, and I get lucky and he spawned here, so I get to see what he's doing pretty quickly. And he sends his marine over here to attack. Luckily I was paying attention, and I moved my overlord away and actually managed to save it. Usually I lose that one, and that's really something you don't want to do. You try not to lose this overlord, because it's great later on in the game to scout, you know, like at the 6 or 7, 8 minute mark, and also you don't get supply blocked. So he finally scouts up here, and so I got my 100 gas, I pulled my drones off, put them on minerals, and then started my speed. And I kill his SCV, which is good. And yeah, so I saved this overlord, I send him like over here. And then this is kind of where it gets, I don't know if I would say interesting, but where things start to kind of move. So he's getting his orbital command, getting first extractor, just making marines. And what I'm doing is I saw he didn't block in, because I mean I saw these, so I assumed he didn't. So I send these Zerglings and start rallying some over here. I do lose some because I'm not paying attention, or I lose all of these actually. So I'm like, okay, well those just got annihilated. He has 5 marines, so I pull these back. I'm like, alright. So he has 5 marines already, and I think I did scout these 2 barracks. Let's see here. Yeah, I did see that one going up. So, oh, he scans me. I don't think I noticed that in game. So I thought to myself, okay, he has 2 barracks and 5 marines here. Well, now 6, but 5 when I saw it. And I was like, okay, he's probably going to be doing some pressure. So luckily for me, I got my speed already. I throw down an expansion just because I had, and I'm having a whole lot of extra minerals, which you shouldn't be floating this many resources. I kind of neglect my inject larva here, but yeah, so I throw down this expansion, I go out and grab this watchtower, and he sends 1 marine up, I guess just to scout, but it gets killed here in a second. Meanwhile, he is building his factory, and what's going to come out of here are some Hellions. I obviously know, because I've played, but he's calling down a mule, which is good. A lot of Terrans don't use their energy, and that's really kind of a shame for them, because that can be so helpful. And then, so yeah, I grab this watchtower, and in a minute here he moves out with some Hellions. and he's researching stim and getting a reactor here. So then I threw my drones back on gas. Once I got 50 gas, I put down a baneling's nest. And I made a second queen, which I will move to my expansion shortly. There we go. And I'm sorry, that was the wrong button. So it's 27 drones to 21 SCVs. I should probably have a bit more at this point, but I do have an 8 harvester lead, which is good. As a Zerg, you always want a harvester lead against Terran or Protoss. So he moves out here, and so this is where it's interesting. So I see this, and production. I throw down an Evo chamber just for upgrades, and then I make 6 more Zerglings, because that's probably all I can afford to. And he sends Hellions up here. And this was a huge mistake on his part. He sends them there and doesn't micro. They get surrounded and get totally destroyed. So Hellions are really good against Zerglings and drones because they're light armored, and Hellions do extra damage versus light. But if they get surrounded, then they're killed so fast by Speedlings. So I see this, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I don't, but I was expecting faster, I think. I see this again. So I just pump tons of Zerglings, make Banelings. And, yeah, so I send this out here, and I see this group here. And I'm upgrading to a lair. Meanwhile, his stim is just about done. I'm kind of supply blocked almost, so I make 2 overlords. I am still pumping drones because I know he basically has a total Marine and Hellion army, and Banelings are great against that. So I move out here, and I get kind of scared because I see he spreads out, and I thought I couldn't take this, but I actually do. And he actually leaves, like right here. He just, like, quits. I don't know. Yeah. So there. That's the game. I wanted to do this. Yeah, so the couple things I want to point out is scouting. So with my Overlord, I saw these 2 barracks, which tells me probably some pressure. With my Zerglings, I went into attack. I noticed he had a lot of Marines. Put a Zergling at the watchtower, so just general scouting. And then reaction, like what you should do in reaction, I just made a whole ton of Speedlings and Banelings. And I mean, if you have enough of them, they can take Marines and Hellions if the person like doesn't do insane micro. And I didn't start an upgrade. I was probably going to. And yeah, and then on his part, don't leave until you have definitely lost the game. I mean, it's not like this happened right outside his base. He could have. Let's see. Hold on. Let's rewind here a couple seconds and see. I want to see what he... Actually, we didn't need to. I'm not very smart. But yeah, so he had this and 2 barracks. He probably could he have done a 3rd? I'm not sure. But yeah, so you see he was making 3 Marines. If he would have made more Hellions and stuff, he probably... Yeah, like if he would have thrown down like a bunker or 2 here, he didn't need to quit. He could have probably held that off. And if he did hold it off, he might have actually won, because I'm not very good late game, and if I couldn't have gotten past his defenses, then he probably would have had me. So yeah, just things to take away. Make sure you scout and know how to react, and then on the other side of that, don't leave until you know you have lost for sure. And yeah, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.